Oh no, not again. Another embarrassing blunder for the so-called superpower India, or the Bharat Empire, as some netizens call it. On Friday the 7th of March 2025, two Indian Air Force incidents occurred. An AN-32 aircraft crashed in Bagdogra, West Bengal, and a Jaguar fighter aircraft crashed in Haryana's Ambala district during a routine training sortie. Welcome back, everyone, to another video in my series, showing why India is not the superpower that netizens claim it is. This time, I will examine the many military failures that are a symptom of the corrupt and underfunded Bharat military. As I said earlier, two Indian Air Force incidents happened just today. A crash in Bagdogra, West Bengal, and a crash in Haryana's Ambala district. Fortunately, nobody was hurt in these crashes. However, it must be quite humiliating for the terminally online Indian netizens who rave about how great India is. In a statement on X, the IAF confirmed that a Jaguar aircraft had crashed after suffering system malfunctions. This is a symptom of a wider issue that plagues the Indian military. The fact that it uses poor and outdated equipment, which in itself is a symptom of a corrupt and underfunded military. For example, the IAF still relies heavily on older jets such as the MiG-21 and MiG-27, which have already been phased out by most other countries. This leads to significant maintenance challenges due to the age of the hardware, which means reliability and performance issues during combat or exercise. There are many other factors contributing to the failings of the Indian military, but for this video I just want to highlight the actual military campaigns. Let's start in 1999 during the Kargil War. This happened in May and June 1999 between Pakistan and India in Kargil, an area of the disputed Kashmir region. This place has seen many skirmishes between the two nations, but the Kargil War was the largest and deadliest. In May 1999, the Indian military learned that Pakistani fighters had entered their territory, and so they went to fight them. As the defending nation, military doctrine estimates that you should lose one soldier for every 3 of the attackers. Imagine the surprise on the Indian High Command's face when the reports came back and showed an almost equal 1-to-1 loss, along with multiple aircraft shot down. This was inflicted on them by Pakistan, a nation that is much smaller than India. At least Pakistan doesn't spam online forums about how they are a superpower. Anyway, let's continue. In 2016, there was an attack on an Indian army base in Uri, Kashmir, near the line of control. It was an ambush by 4 attackers, and it resulted in 17 soldiers being killed. It was the deadliest attack on security forces in Kashmir in 2 decades. An army officer told the BBC that the militants infiltrated across the line of control from Pakistan before attacking the base, and that it was a pre-dawn surprise attack. So it begs the question, why didn't India have the capabilities to detect such an infiltration in one of the most heavily contested areas of the world? Did they just forget to notify their soldiers in the base and let them die? Or maybe India's military capabilities aren't what the netizens claim they are. By the way, this isn't the first time the Uri base was attacked. In December 2014, a militant attack left 9 soldiers dead. You would have thought that the Indian military would have learnt their lesson, but no. In February 2019, a convoy of vehicles carrying Indian security personnel was attacked by a suicide bomber in Pulwama district. The attack left 40 Indian security personnel dead. The central government had received at least 11 intelligence inputs, including from the Intelligence Bureau and Kashmir Police, days before the attack. 2 days before the attack, the attacker uploaded a video of a suicide attack in Afghanistan and hinted at launching a similar attack in Kashmir. The Home Ministry refused to provide the security personnel aircraft on the day of the attack, and instead let the convoy take the road route, ignoring intelligence inputs. This time the intelligence was correct, but the ineptitude of the officials to listen and act on this intelligence led to severe consequences. Now I will quickly summarize more recent Indian military failures. In 2020, the Galwan Valley clash between China and India happened. 20 Indian soldiers were killed. This was the first deadly clash between Indian and Chinese forces in over 45 years. No firearms were used, but there was plenty of hand-to-hand combat, melee weapons, and stone throwing. In 2021, there was a helicopter crash that resulted in the deaths of 13 people, including General Bipin Rawat, who was the Chief of Defence Staff of India, along with his wife and several senior military officials. General Rawat's death was a major loss to India's military leadership, as he was instrumental in the formation of the post of Chief of Defence Staff and played a significant role in shaping India's defence strategy. Starting in 2022 and still ongoing, the insurgency in Jammu and Kashmir has been a painful thorn in India's side. Insurgents and militants engage directly with Indian forces, which results in fatalities on both sides. It is currently estimated that almost 4,000 Indian security forces have been killed, whereas 13,000 militants have been killed and 6,000 arrested. The fact that India controls this region, yet cannot pacify this region and bring peace to its citizens, is a travesty. There have been over 20,000 civilian deaths, along with destruction of infrastructure and frequent loss of electricity. Shame. All these examples point to one thing: the simple fact that India is not a superpower. It loses skirmishes with its much smaller neighbour to the west and much larger neighbour to the north. And let's not mention the Sino-Indian War, when China stormed into Aksai Chin, pushed back Indian forces and forced India to accept peace terms, all in the span of 1 month. So again, India is not a superpower, and it has definitely not surpassed China. Is that understood, Indian netizens? If you like this video, then please like, comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching.